Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia, and if you're new here, this is the place where you don't need to start rich to become financially free. And in today's episode, I'm going to share with you my top 5 cryptos to buy and hold for the long term. We're going to do an in-depth analysis, and let's get started. These are projects that are relatively secure, are still mid-cap to high-cap altcoins, but have the potential to do another 2 to 3x within the next year, and are projects that look like they're going to stick around for the long term. If you're new here, please go find me on Instagram and Twitter and follow me there for more frequent posts and updates. I am posting about 2 videos a week on YouTube on the topics of financial freedom, investing, and personal finance. So if that stuff is interesting to you, please like this video and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for future content, I'm always happy to hear them. So my number 1 pick is CRO token, and there's so many reasons why I think CRO token is something to hold for the very long term. Well, not only because it is an altcoin with long-term potential, another 2 to 3x is reasonable within 2022, and the CRO products have a style, intuitive design, and compelling end user benefits, which I talk about in another video, such as the debit card, easy fiat to crypto transfers, and a beautiful user interface. So Crypto.com platform offers high staking rewards for CRO token from 10 to 12%, and you also can get a metal debit card with no ATM fees, and it's just really cool. But also you can get free Netflix and Spotify, as well as airport lounge access, and at the highest level of staking of $400,000, CRO gives the holder access to free private jet services, which is really cool. Anyways, the price action from November 1st to November 30th in 2021, CRO token saw about a 4x return on investment and has since corrected to about 50% of the all-time high, but still up around 2x and maybe a little more. So this is really important to note because the recent market correction, if you're into crypto, you'll notice that over the last few weeks, everything has been in the red, and CRO token has continued to move sideways, which means that this is probably a very strong new level of support for CRO token, and that it's still a good entry point where over the next few months, it might move sideways until about February when the Super Bowl comes around. Is the Super Bowl in January? I don't actually know. I don't keep up with football. So anyways, so basically, no matter what entry point you're starting at, or if you are just putting in a few dollars or a few $100s, Crypto.com is probably one of the best places to start buying crypto, and CRO token is super valuable. Also in terms of a governance token, because even though CRO is built on the Ethereum blockchain, using the CRO token allows you to have much lower transaction fees and lower gas fees, which I think is really important, especially when you start trading a lot. You don't want to end up having a lot of your profits, if you're trading in smaller amounts, eaten up by high gas fees. And Crypto.com also has another really interesting feature that I want to talk about later in a separate video that's just focused on Crypto.com and how to use it. But there's many features that set them apart from the competition. And right now on CoinMarketCap, CRO token is number 16. So it's actually fallen from number 13 to 16 in the last month. And they have huge partnerships underway. And it's something that you should definitely keep an eye on, which is why it's my number 1 pick. Leading up to the Super Bowl, it's probably going to move sideways and then pump right before the Super Bowl or right after, because there's going to be a huge advertisement campaign, and we can also guess that it's only going to go up from here after the release of the partnership agreement between Staples Arena, which is now going to become Crypto.com Arena, which is a pretty big deal. They also have partnerships with UFC. Basically, this is a very strategic way of building momentum for the project and for the token and the platform all throughout the year following major sports events. So I think this is really smart. To full disclosure, I do own CRO token, and you can see my trading ideas in the links below. This is a trading idea I posted the other day, just kind of showing where Crypto.com is at using Fibonacci retracement, and you can see that it's in a green zone, which is a pretty good buy area. So let's see if it holds the support, and if it continues to move sideways, holding the support here, then it's definitely a buy, and we'll probably see it approach a rounded bottom as we get closer to the Super Bowl before it shoots back up again. So number 2, it's Phantasma blockchain, or Sol token, is their governance token for the platform. Phantasma Sol token is at a prime entry position with the potential to do 2x on the way to its last all-time high, and a strong potential to go beyond. The project was established in 2019 and has fulfilled its roadmap. Phantasma blockchain offers an NFT marketplace as well as a gaming environment, and they're actually preparing to launch with Steam, which is pretty huge, to integrate Steam fully into their platform. So Sol token presents an opportunity for huge profits, not only from the actual products they're offering, but also the way in which they go about doing their business, which is with a focus on renewable energy and sustainability backing all of the operations at Phantasma, which is something that Bitcoin has actually been criticized for in the past, and why Tesla no longer accepts Bitcoin as a form of payment. So Phantasma addresses the Ethereum gas fees as well as the energy and efficiency of Bitcoin, and that is why I think this project is one of the best buys in 2022. You can see on the chart here that it has mooned and since corrected, and it's also in a buy zone on the Fibonacci retracement. And on 3, I think BNB is still a great buy, and that's because the crypto market is still so small, and there are so many people who are trying to start buying crypto. They've heard all these crazy life-changing stories about people becoming billionaires from Dogecoin and Bitcoin, and so the market is going to see mass adoption within the next few years, especially because of platforms like crypto.com, where it's very easy to buy, sell, and use your cryptocurrency in the real world. Now, something that's interesting about BNB token is that it's a major competitor for Ethereum, and especially because the gas fees are so low, and Binance, or the creator of BNB, the Binance Smart Chain, is the largest exchange in the world. And so as more and more users from around the world start using crypto and start going to Binance, BNB will only become more and more valuable. And we remember when Ethereum was this low, or even as low as $200, and has since shot up to almost $5,000 at its all-time high. And we can see that Ethereum's market cap currently is about 60% of Bitcoin's market cap, whereas BNB is still only around 11%, meaning that it has a lot of room to grow if it is going to catch up with Ethereum at any rate. It could do another 2 to 3x, and it's a safe long-term investment that will see gains as time goes on and the inevitable mass adoption of the crypto space. The fourth coin I think that has a lot of potential is called DYOR, which gives some real world utility to NFTs. And one of the most attractive things that you can do with an NFT is the proof of ownership. So whether or not you're a university or an employer or an employee, this can be extremely useful for having verified credentials on the blockchain. And it's super cool that you could probably have your degree, your continuing education certificates, all of those credentials can be on the blockchain with certified NFTs like what are offered by DYOR. I did learn about this also from another YouTuber who's really famous in crypto, Lark Davis, and he talked about this, and after doing my own investigation into their Telegram and the community, I think that this is a wonderful buy. And I'm going to put the link to this presentation in the description. If you want to go through it, you can certainly access it and go through the links and check it out for yourself. Here's the chart for DYOR, and it seems to have had a rounded bottom recently, and it shot up and has since corrected and is moving sideways. There seems to be a lot of potential for this to pump. However, the 50-day moving average is about to move under the 200-day moving average, which is extremely bearish for the long term. Now, crypto moves much faster than the stock market, so these death crosses tend to be much less serious or much shorter lived than golden crosses, which is when the 50-day moving average moves above the 200-day moving average. So with that in mind, you might want to wait to go into buying any sort of DYOR until that cross happens and the price goes back down a little bit. And then after you enter at a lower price, just wait for it to go back up, because the bull run is not over. We haven't gone into altcoin season yet, guys. There's still plenty of time for everybody to get those sweet, sweet gains in the crypto market. So let's go to the last coin, and that I think is the best long-term hold in 2022 and beyond is Matic, or Polygon token. So Matic, unlike many tokens, after the ICO actually had a strong, healthy uptrend. You'll see a lot of projects that after they finally launch, they see a sharp decrease in price. So Matic has had a strong, healthy uptrend from the start, and there's been no parabolic movement since May 14th, which is pretty bullish because there's been a huge correction in the crypto market. The chart indicates that the short-term downward movement is likely to continue, leading investors towards a more ideal entry point before new all-time highs are possible. Matic is finding support around $2, and we may not have many more opportunities for an entry price below that level of support before the next upward movement. Doing 10x is unlikely for the price of this altcoin. However, the market cap ratio to Bitcoin of around 20% at its present day value is what would happen if it did a 10x, which might actually not be unreasonable if it becomes something that is akin to Ethereum, but that's probably unlikely. Still, we could see another 2 to 3x. Something that is interesting to note is during the recent market correction that we've been seeing, the market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum has actually grown despite the price decreases, which is still a very bullish sign for the long term. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. If you have any ideas about future videos you'd love to see, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.